Frogger is a classic arcade game, but the gameplay is pretty basic, so I wanted to make it a little more intense, so I decided to do a challenge. For this challenge, I wanted to know if I could beat Frogger with the only input that I made was up, so I could only press up. There are other rules that I wanted to have, because you can't really beat Frogger because it goes infinitely. I decided that for my rules, I'd get to level 10, because level 10 is the hardest stage, and then it keeps repeating the same pattern after that. So I decided that if I got and beat level 10, that I'd beat the game and I could beat all the other levels past that. The other rule that I made is that I can do save states in the game. I decided to do this because crossing the street while only pressing up is really difficult, and I needed to memorize the patterns. So here we start on level 1. I'm going to do the gameplay at 2 times speed. You can see what number level we're on the lower right. For the first level, I died a couple times because I didn't think I was going to use save states at the first level, but decided to use them later, so I think I died twice in this first level. Everything's pretty easy for the most part. And there's the first level, not too hard there. It ramps up quite a bit in the second level. Just the crossing the street, only pressing up is really difficult. And I'm going to be cutting the load times out. So you might see me cut. I'll show you each time that I make it to the other side. I needed to memorize the pattern, so I would kind of test out patterns by crossing, and if I died, I just load right away and keep trying. The cars get really hard on level 3, level 4, and level 5. Those are the fastest moving cars, and it's the hardest pattern because there's the most cars going by. The cars get slower again on level 6, but then that same speed happens on level 7 through 10. So 10 is again the fastest amount of cars, but level 10 just has more snakes, more otters, things like that that get in your way. You can see that it's a lot harder to cross the street without hitting cars. There's small openings that I need to take in between the cars to get across. I want to play this back at normal speed just so you kind of see how fast the cars are going. They don't look as fast because I had it on 2 times speed, but you know, it's still pretty hard to get past there. I was almost out of time there, just made it. I thought I died there. The turtles were just coming up from under the water, and I guess I don't die if they are green there, so I made it across. This one was really close, almost hit that car. I still can't believe I didn't hit that car, but got past it. And almost done with the 4th level here. Now on to the fastest car level, level 5. This one took me so many tries to do. Again, you won't see all the deaths that I had, but I had to memorize the pattern, so I kept going and dying and then restarting and trying to figure out a way that I can get across. Because it was only possible to cross at certain times, so I had to wait quite a bit for that right time to cross. It had me worried because the timer was always running low. Also on this 5th level, there's only one alligator to jump on at the end there. And after many tries, I beat the 5th level, which was the hardest level up until the 10th level. So I'll fast forward through the rest of this. So level 10 is the hardest level. There are levels past it, but it just keeps repeating the pattern. So level 11 will have slower cars. And this one is different than level 5 just because of the snakes, and that actually does play a role because they get in my way when I want to cross the street. At first I didn't think that I could make it past these snakes, but apparently the hitbox is only their head, so I went right through the tail there and we got through. That one took me a long time to get through though. Each frog that I'm getting here takes quite a bit of time to memorize the car pattern and the snakes. I've died quite a bit. So now we're down to one more. It's getting real intense. And we did it. We finally did it, and we're done with this challenge. It is possible to beat Frogger only pressing up. Please let me know in the comments if there's any other arcade game challenges you'd like me to do. This is my first real video, so let me know what you think, and subscribe and like.